It's not the brightest of days outside, but it's also not raining, so we'll go with that. I've spent the morning researching the Queen's Gambit dress. I want to make the plaid pinafore that she wears, that's been all over the YouTubes and the sewing internet. But I haven't found a pattern that is close enough to that dress for my liking, for me to warrant me buying it to make it. I mean, I know a lot of people have used various patterns and either tweaked them slightly or just done an inspired by dress. But that's not the way I want to go. I want to get a little bit closer to the inspiration dress. So it's a mock front pinafore. Mock wrap front. Get my words right. Mock wrap front pinafore dress with what looks like a half circle skirt. So it's probably a circle skirt, actually thinking about it. It's got princess seams in the bodice, and it's sleeveless, so there's quite a few features going on there. And yes, there are pinafores with deep V's at the front that could work. Yes, there are dresses with mock wrap fronts. One that Sean on Kittenish Behaviour used is probably the closest for the top, but it's a pleated skirt, so she switched that to a circle skirt. Because she has a lot of circle skirts anyway, so she's got a pattern ready to go. And is it Helen's Closet, the other one that a lot of people have been using? I don't know, I'll put the pictures up on screen as I'm talking whilst I'm editing. But yeah, I've got quite a few patterns that I've not made up yet, and I've got patterns that have the features that I'm looking for. So yeah, I'm just basically going to put my own pattern together. I'm thinking that as I've got two bodices that have some of the features from the dress that fit me well, that I can use them as a basis to draft my bodice. It's been a long time since I've done any pattern drafting, and what I've done before has been very simple. So like tunic dresses, shift dresses, A-line skirts, and drafting patterns off existing garments, so really simple drafting stuff. So this is going to be a little bit more complex. I've not drafted princess seams before, not drafted a mock wrap front top before, so the body is going to be a little bit more complex. But I do know that the Lulu cardigan that I recently made fits me really well, and that's got princess seams. And the Sirocco jumpsuit has the mock wrap front, and that fits me really well. Now I know Sirocco is a knit pattern, and I'm working in a woven with this tartan from Minerva, obviously linked to the fabric down below, which will be an affiliate link. So if you don't know what an affiliate link is, and I'm sure you all do by now, but it basically means if you use that link and buy something, it costs you exactly the same, but they chuck a few pennies my way, so yeah, win-win. Obviously no obligation there, but yeah, so this tartan polyester suiting that I've got 3 meters of. So I'm going to draft the top using the Lulu bodice for the princess seams and the Sirocco bodice for the mock front top, mock wrap front. Now I know the Sirocco is a knit pattern and I'm looking at using a woven, but the Sirocco has actually got a couple of inches of positive ease, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Plus I'm going to be using the Lulu for the seams, and most of the proportions. It's just really the angle of the front and the crossover section that I'd be using the Sirocco for. So that's not too bad. So I'll get that drafted out and I'll do some facings for it. Not decided whether I'm going to line it or not yet, but we'll see. And then I need to sort out a circle skirt pattern, which I know I can do. That's fairly simple. Once you get your head around the numbers. But I've not done it before. But yeah, I mean, my mum used to make me circle skirts all the time for dance and things when I was little, so I'm quite familiar with the concept of the circle skirt. It's just a question of drawing out the pattern piece and getting that cut out. The tricky bits, obviously, once I've done the pattern drafting is going to be the pattern matching on the fabric, because it's a tartan, because it's such a bold print. So yeah, so that's my plan for that fabric. It's going to have to wait a little while though, because I do have 2 other fabrics that I need to get sewn up by the end of the year for Minerva Makers. So this afternoon I'm going to be putting together my lichen duster pattern, which is going to be a dressing gown in this lovely silky satiny fabric that's been waiting around. And then I do have the sheer green and purple floral as well that I need to modify a pattern for. So I want to get both of those done by the end of the year. So over the next couple of weeks really, and then I can start putting together the pattern for the Queen's Gambit dress. So yes, there will be some time lapsing this afternoon as I stick a PDF pattern together. Thrilling as it sounds, I know, but might be interesting for you to see how I do it on the floor, because as you know, I don't have a large surface for cutting out and doing that sort of thing. Hopefully I'll get a good angle, because my partner is downstairs playing Xbox at the moment, which is why I'm on the grey chair. She's in the bedroom. So, because he doesn't like being on camera, I'm going to try and get an angle right where you can't see him. Yeah, should be fine. It's time lapses. You might see his feet occasionally, or a cat darting in and out of a shot. So yeah, so I'll get a bit of time lapse of that going. I might do a bit more knitting on my socks, because the next Mystery Mittens clue doesn't come out till tomorrow. I should really be knitting on either my wedding shawl or my academy sweater design. I released the academy socks a couple of weeks ago as a pattern, and I'm doing a sweater that coordinates with that. But that's been quite a head scratch. So I need to get on with knitting that one up, and then I can work out how to grade it. So yes, that needs doing. Wedding shawl is a lace weight beaded shawl using the Scheherazade pattern. I'm not yet working that up with any sort of date in mind. I've been engaged for years. We will eventually get married. Working on the principle that if I wait until we've booked the wedding, I won't have time to finish this lace shawl. So I'm doing it in advance. But it takes me a few hours to do a single row with the beads on it, so you'll need a day clear to do that. But hey ho, best get cracking. Oh, I've got like nearly 8 minutes of me waffling on. So yeah, so I'm going to go have some lunch, then I'll sit this pattern together, so there'll be a bit of time lapse coming up. Probably, possibly a bit of cat footage. But other than that, I will see you tomorrow.